Hey guys, this is a Volkswagen GTI. Recently, I got a request from one of you guys asking me how hard of a time I have shrinking a back glass on this car. And I know that some of you are having a problem with it out there, so I decided to do a little video of how I do it. There are many ways to do it, and as long as you get it done and at the end it looks good, whatever you're doing, it's right, okay? So this is just my way of doing it. I think it's a very easy way to do it. I try to make things very simple as much as I can. Keep in mind, preparation is everything, and there are many ways to prepare this glass for shrinking. I do it with the dryer sheet. So I already applied the dryer sheet, I let it dry, and now I'm gonna do my H-line. It's very important, especially on this car. I like my H-line right in the center on this car. Sometimes, depending on the car, I go lower or higher, depending on how hard the glass is. In this case, it's gonna be pretty simple the way I'm gonna show you. And I'm pretty sure most of you people out there, when you shrink this glass, you're gonna shrink the way I do it. So it's pretty simple. I wanna make sure the center is stuck on the glass nicely. The edges are also on the glass nicely. Okay, Google, stop. And then I wanna make sure I create no fingers on the edges because they will burn, okay? If you create fingers on the edges and you try to shrink it, it's not gonna work. It's gonna burn, okay? Now, I'm one of those that likes shrinking without touching too much. So I'm gonna start in the center over here, and I'm gonna be consistent with my line. I'm just gonna go about an inch and a half increment. So I start in the center, I'll go all the way to the end, and then from the end I go back to the center, and I keep going. You can see that my heat gun, it's blasting the air, not right this way, but this way. It's because it's sending the air not only where I want to shrink, but also on the rest of the film. So it's kind of a pre-shrinking the film for me. Now, as you can see, I have not even touched the bottom of this glass so far. And honestly, this corner, it's already done. I didn't even touch, okay? Now I'm gonna turn my gun upwards, and I'm gonna go this way. By the way, okay, preparation, it's essential. The way you hold the heat gun, it's very important, but also a key element is the quality of the film you're using, okay? In my case, I am using Solar Guard Galaxy, which is a very, very good film to shrink. The shrinkage on this film is phenomenal. So this half of it, it's done. I didn't even touch, okay? I didn't put a squeegee on it, not even once, or my matte tack. I have the matte tack right over here, but I haven't felt the need to use it yet. So I'm approaching the third quarter of this glass, and I haven't even touched the glass yet, okay? And of course, sometimes people look at the whole glass at once, and because there's major fingers, they get scared, and you shouldn't be scared if you do it the right way, if you follow the right steps, don't be scared. That quarter, it's also done. Now keep in mind, when you're shrinking a back glass, the only thing you want to shrink on this glass is fingers, nothing else, okay? So if you're dealing with fingers, then you need heat to shrink. A very important lesson you can take from this, and this is what I'm going to tell you now. It's simple, okay? The only thing that heats and shrinks this film is the heat gun. Matte tack, squeegees, they are not going to shrink this film, only the heat gun. And this film is done. I didn't touch once with my squeegee or with my matte tack, and this glass, it's already done, okay? You wanted me to prove to you? I'm going to use the matte tack now just to bring it down, to smooth it out so you can see that it is done. There's nothing else that needs to be done over here. and I didn't touch once while I was shrinking. You can see that this film is completely shrunk. Of course, I can, if I want to do a double take on it, I can go to the edge of there and just make sure, and when I do this, I am making sure that this film is really going to hog the glass instead of creating fingers. I can lift the film again, create more fingers, and come back with my heat gun and shrink again. Now, I don't feel the need to do this on this car anymore. It's completely done. I could do a double take over here, a double take over there, and this would be completely smoothed out. But you can see it's done, okay? And I shrunk this whole thing without touching not even once. So keep that in mind, okay? I hope that will help somebody out there. Bye-bye.